show you what we got. So we're typically 2 inches off every nose. Here we end up with a nice 3 1/4 everywhere, 1 1/4 off the nose, 3 1/4 going up all the way. At the step number 7, you go from 3 1/4 to 3 inches on this one. You get your 3 1/4 back between these two. The rest of the stair continues at 3 1/4, 3 3/3. I'm sorry. You have a 3 7/8 there, 3 3/4, 3 13, 3 7/8, 3 3/4, 3 5/8, 3 3/4, 3 3/4 all the way up, 3 5/8 plus, 3 5/8. Up here, you get to 3 1/4. You have a 3 1/4, and then a 2 1/8 gap to your newel. And we do clear the 4 3/8 sphere everywhere. Upper landing, you've got even number. Let's see, upper landing, main floor, stair landing, straight balcony facing front door. Yeah, you've got 15 balusters, which is nice. So you hit in the middle, I have dashes across. This is a typical 4 1/8 inch spacing. You have 4 inches to the wall. You have 3 9/16 to the newel, which it does clear, or it does cut the laser. Over here, it looks like we got a little issue. Our center line is off the landing. We're off by 3/16 here to 1/2 inch over here on our center line. Let's see, we worked out, you're gonna have 25 balusters here. So again, we got our nice, let's see, center line. And you've got 4 1/16 inch spacing, typical everywhere, no fudge. You got 3 5/8 at the wall. That's to the wall, not to the trim. I'm not measuring to any trim anywhere. You got 3 9/16 over here to the wall. Again, not sure what to do about that center line. Come over here to our radius. Got radius landing 26 balusters. So basically what I did was come in and shoot the laser about every 8 inches, make myself a mark and make myself a segmented arc, and then calculated the length that way, calculated extra length for going through the trim at an angle. So we added 2 inches there instead of 1 1/4. We have 26 balusters, so one hits on our center line, and our typical spacing is 4 inches here. You can see all my hash marks go through where the newels go. And our last one hits here, but the proximity to the wall, not looking at the line, is very close. And over here, we have 3 1/4 to the plinth, which cuts the laser everywhere with the 4 inch sphere. All right. Your center line on the stairs is 4 inches at the bottom. At the top, we're at 3 1/2, 3 1/4, 3 7/8, 4 1/16. It tends to right itself and stay around 4 1/8. Tends to right itself and stay around 4 inches. And then it gets a little shallow just at the top. For your main floor radius, I actually calculated it, the radius in the straight, and then this is the only place I had to fudge anything to get them to sort of work together. So let's see, your typical spacing here, I believe, Yeah, is 4 1/16. Which leaves you something like 2 1/2 plus 3/4, 3 1/4, and the 4-inch sphere does clear every part of the newel. When you come around, we did not hit, we had an even number on this one, we did not hit the center line. Come around, and yeah, there's your 4 1/16 typical. Get to the part where they join. So this is my radius endpoint. And basically, I fudged a heavy 1/8 here, and then a 1/16 there. Same on this side. Heavy 1/8, and then a 1/16. You can see my fudge lines and my hash lines through the marks. So what you end up with is 4 1/16, 4 inches, 3 7/8, 3 3/4, 3 13, 3 7/8, 3 7/8, 3 7/8, 4 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches, 3 3/16, which does clear the 4-inch, cuts the laser. And then down on the bottom stairs, pretty simple, you're gonna have 2 plus 3 is 5, 8, 11, 14, 15. And I've got max height calculations for you on that. I think that's pretty much everything.